If there was a time to make a lot of content on a football game, man, is it now, okay? So you guys might want to strap yourselves in, sit down, sit back, relax, grab a drink, grab a snack, whatever, because I have a lot to say about these two games, okay? Now, when I say two games, I'm specifically talking about the two games that were showcased during College Football 25's first look at official and raw gameplay, okay? So the gameplay first look, as they called it, came out hours ago, earlier today. Thankfully, I watched the whole thing. Now, believe it or not, the entire video was like 20, if not 21 minutes long and some change, and so at one point I personally did not feel like covering the entire 21-minute gameplay footage in one video. That would be too much editing, a lot of voiceover, and that would be just, daunting to me, because I just feel like uploading a short and sweet and straightforward video rather than covering everything that I've just witnessed within 21 minutes all in one video, okay? That is just too much for me right now. And plus, today's Monday, and so I don't really have the energy to do all that. And so I have to get this video out before it's too late. And so here I am now, okay, with the first half being 10 minutes long, as you can tell from the video's duration and all that. So let me know in the comments if you guys do want to see the second game being covered. I might make that a separate video so I can explain more of what they showed over there after this gets uploaded. Just let me know in the comments section if you want that, okay? Anyway, from this first game alone between Michigan and Texas, this game was being played by both Bordeaux, this content creator in which I have never heard of, but I can tell he's good at the game either way. This is my first time seeing him play. And then on the other side, we have Donovan Edwards, who was one of the cover athletes in the game, okay? And so these guys were playing the game for the first time, and not gonna lie, deep down I felt like, they were saying certain stuff like, oh, this game is looking a lot realistic, this game feels realistic, I like how they did this, I like how they did that. I am not sure if this was like accurate gameplay, to where at one point in the back of my head I thought to myself, man, EA must have paid these guys to say these type of things, you know what I mean? They must have paid these guys a huge dividend, if not an entire paycheck, to say these things as if this was like accurate reactions. So I'm not entirely sure if EA was just plain butchering these reactions just to hype up the gameplay, or whatever the case may be, or this is actually accurate gameplay because they're playing like an early build or whatever. I don't know. I just don't know entirely, because you will never know with EA, okay? You can never trust EA sometimes because of their secret methods when it comes to marketing their sports games these days. You can never trust them a lot. But you know what? Let's not go there, okay? Let's not go that direction. We're here for the gameplay. So, from what I've seen throughout the whole 21-minute video of footage, or in this case, the first half of the footage, which is this game right here, I have realized that there were tons of animations being shown throughout the gameplay. For instance, I saw maybe a juke or two in the game. I saw this one spin move that one of the players were, pulling off in the gameplay. Then, of course, there were the accurate catching animations. And then on top of that, I've realized that there was another feature to where it shows like a huge meter on top of the player's head, to where it determines the possibility of whether that receiver will catch the ball or not, depending on the type of pass it was. I forgot what the feature was called, but at the same time, I thought that was a unique take on the passing accuracy this time around. And then, of course, you guys have the 3 different pitch types. You got the fake pitch, the strong pitch, and the quick pitch. And if I'm not mistaken, some of them do require some precise timing, to where if you're like holding this button, which is either LB on Xbox or L1 on PlayStation, it determines the possibility of, giving that ball to the receiver if you're really next to them, okay? And so the timing can be precise depending on the type of pitch you pull off in the game. And so I thought that was a unique take, right? And then, of course, you have the wear and tear mechanic, to where if the quarterback gets, either tackled or straight up sacked in numerous ways, apparently it will like determine the player's, ability to keep playing, even though it dwindles down a lot if the quarterback plays a little bit worse, as the game goes on. And so if the quarterback is this close to, getting an injury and stuff like that, whether it's a mild injury or a severe injury at that, then chances are the player is not going to play as well if he keeps coming across tight situations. You know what I mean? And so I thought the wear and tear system, how they showed it in the gameplay, was a lot more detailed than I thought it would be the last time they discussed it during their deep dives. And so you guys have the different play calls and the play types on the screen right now. Pretty much a whole lot of options to choose from. And if I'm being completely honest, the amount of precise detail they have showed for this game as of late has been completely improving and, just all out promising, to where it even got people like me more hopeful for the game before it comes out, because the amount of frequent deep dives they have been giving us as of late with this game, it makes me feel like they have a bigger chance at reaching potential. But we all have to be cautious because it's EA Sports once again. What else did they show? Oh yeah, they have these new celebrations on the screen, as you can see. Now I like how they have different button combinations with the joystick and whatever button you choose to do a certain celebration type and all that. But my thing is this though, are those the only animations for celebrations that you have from the get-go, or are there going to be more animations that are, let's say, unlockable through gameplay? Because I've heard in the video there are like 20 animations to choose from in order to do a celebration in the game. Now, like I said, I'm not sure if those are like the default animations that you can choose from the jump while playing the game, or you have to like unlock more animations as you play the game, to where there might be more than just 20 animations altogether. You see what I mean? So listen, if that's the case, then maybe these are the only animations they have right now, and so there might be more animations than that. I'm not too entirely sure, because the game has yet to come out, and so we have to like see for ourselves exactly how many celebrations that they have in store for us once the game drops, okay? Then after that, they showed something about a mental ability, to where, for instance, there was this one player on Texas, I think he was a quarterback, and it was exactly in this footage too. And so the quarterback from Texas has this mental ability called Field General. And what this does is, when on schedule, that player has the moderate ability to see pre-snap blitzers and coverage shells. And so the quarterback has like coaching vision in his mind, to where he can like see where the pre-snap is going to go and how the receivers are going to like try to find a certain direction on the field to get the coverage open and stuff like that. That's just how I'm seeing it from the gameplay, basically. But that is pretty much what the Field General moderate ability does. I'm guessing there might be more in the second half of the gameplay footage once I cover it later on. But for now, that's just a bit of a taste of what these players can do and how they can access these moderate abilities to their full extent, if that makes sense, right? So therefore, the audibles are more, detailed this time around, to where, as you can see on screen, there is a timer to where it determines how long you have the audible intact before you make the play. Okay, and I think that is another unique feature that they have for this game. I know I'm saying unique a lot, but trust me when I say this, I cannot stress this enough. The gameplay in this game thus far is making me think that they are literally taking their time as much as possible to make a hugely accurate football game this year, and I'm guessing this right here is the answer. College Football 25 might be the answer for us, okay? And I do want to mention the presentation in this game, though I'm still bummed out deep down about the fact that they don't have the ESPN broadcasting package, which was so fire back in the day. But I'm liking how, the broadcasting package for this game looks. And as I'm seeing it, it looks a lot more, precise than just the scoreboard alone. I'm glad they are showing us more than the scoreboard for the broadcasting package and the presentation and all that. And so that is another thing I do want to give EA props for. I mean, they promised to give us a game that feels like actual college football game day. And so far, it's looking like it. But listen, that was just game 1 of this entire gameplay first look, okay? So I'm guessing game 2 is going to explain more, although I did watch the entire footage for 21 plus minutes and stuff like that. So if I do go back and look at how game 2 was looking, then guarantee I am going to cover more about what I've seen in the second game after this, okay? So let me know in the comment section if you guys want me to cover game 2, so that way I'll explain more info and more features and details that I might have missed out on my first reaction and stuff like that. So I will make a part 2 to this video, but that's all I got for today. Please be sure to like, comment, share this video, and subscribe. Turn on notifications. It's been Viral, and I'm signing out. Peace.